Et salut à tous, c'est Redcov, on est là pour la réact du programme spécial de la 3.5, donc à Star Rail. Donc c'est parti, avec le trailer. Oh, c'est marche. Oh, elle a l'air machiavélique, what the fuck. Oh. Est-ce que tout le monde ressuscite? Oh, ça fait le truc, ça fait le Avengers. Ah ouais. Oh, ça sent l'ultime, ça. Before their death, avant leur mort. Ah oui, carrément. Donc le premier code. Donc je vous laisserai mettre en pause. Mais ça a l'air très intéressant, surtout c'est le combat final, je pense, contre un des émanateurs de la destruction.
Known titles, but here, feel free to call me by my name, Cérydra.
Bon, Cérydra, je pense, sera l'un des personnages jouables, je veux dire, de ce patch. Parce que non, j'avais vu Cérydra et Hysilens, mais bon, comme là ils ont montré Marche, même on dirait une nouvelle forme pour Dan Egg, ça a l'air assez bizarre, avec le personnage de Sirène.
Audience is going to walk out.
C'est vrai, c'est pour ça que je suis en train d'avancer. Sa seconde moitié. Oui, parce que la chasse aux flammes, ça c'est fini.
Indeed. Besides the already known Chrysos heirs, we also caught glimpses of Lady Cérydra and Lady Hysilens.
Sachant que Cérydra et Hysilens sont morts normalement.
Miss March 7th and Mr. Don Hung have also undergone quite significant changes.
And that one with pink hair, she looks a lot
C'est vrai que
like
March 7,
that girl
elle a l'air
named
dangereuse.
Cyrene? Was that her
Le
new
mal en
form?
elle, quoi.
I'll keep that under wraps for now. But what I can tell you is that this renewed journey is about to ascend to a higher dimension.
Des dimensions super.
At the place where three
Dans un monde où trois voies
intertwine,
s'entrecroisent. Ah oui.
a battle of paths that will determine the safety of the cosmos has begun. In version 3.4 story, the Trailblazer made a promise with Finan and took up the mantle of Deliverer. Meanwhile, Finan went to confront Nanook with the most blazing fury.
Ouais, qu'il avait.
We now know that Amphorius
blessé,
was a
mais
testing
c'est
ground
ça.
for the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb to self-extrapolate and grow, while Finan and Cyrene accumulated power through 30 million eternal recurrences to delay the moment of Iron Tomb's true completion.
Even though human strength remains insignificant before the eons, human wills shall never be mere pawns for the gods to manipulate at their whim. The fury of 400 million core flames brought forth a destruction as brilliant as a solar flare. Finan's efforts have once again interrupted the progress of Iron Tomb, and at the beginning of version 3.5, we'll discover that even the spread of the Black Tide has been halted.
Oh, so that too was the work of the Deliverer. Finan. I'll remember
Oh,
that
le
name.
manoir qui s'est stoppé.
But back to the matter at hand. The weight of the world rests on that little one's shoulders, and saving Amphorius remains an unavoidable conundrum.
Before saving the world, there's one more preparation we need to make. The scepter has an extremely strict autonomous protocol, restricting even its administrator. According to my and Madame Herta's speculation, this ultimate protocol goes by another name in Amphorius. The Law Titan, Talanton.
Exactly! So if we can master the authority of law before the Era Nova is complete, we can find a new breakthrough and turn the tables in our favor.
Okay,
According to Amphorian history, the core flame of law was returned a millennium ago. The Trailblazers' mission is therefore clear. Anchor to a time before the core flame's return, travel back to the past, and claim the core flame.
In version 3.5's Trailblaze mission, the Trailblazer will journey alongside Cyrene to Akama from 1,000 years ago in a new cycle of the eternal recurrence. That was also the era when Aglaya's predecessors still held power. The bearer of the Law Core Flame and Empress of Akama, the Emperor Cérydra.
D'accord, c'est pour ça qu'on
va
voir Cérydra.
Targeting me? What makes you so sure I will
Donc ça serait nous
cooperate
qui la
with the
tuerons,
Trailblazer without any reservations?
I wouldn't say they're targeting you. Someone as brilliant and mighty as yourself surely understands that the Trailblazer is working towards a brighter future for Amphorius. In version 3.5, the Trailblazer will not only meet the Knight Commander Hysilens and Emperor Cérydra while revisiting the past,
D'accord, parce qu'il retourne dans le
also
passé.
encounter Tribi and Aglaya from a millennium ago. We hope you're looking forward to this first meeting.
Et ça va aussi peut-être montrer le fait de comment et pourquoi Hysilens et Cérydra sont morts.
Trust with their sincerity, as always.
Moreover, in version 3.5, we'll get to see another side of Sixtia as the city of infinite revelry. Legend has it that in the coastal city-state, encircled by rainbows and ocean currents, the festivities never cease. People indulge in endlessly refilled honey brews while music flows without pause through every hour of the day.
But those residents in the city don't look too friendly, do they? Better watch out.
Don't be so quick to celebrate. And don't think you can just
L'histoire
brush
est
this off.
intéressante en vrai.
This involves the core flame of law. Do you really think it'll be that easy?
Indeed. Since it concerns the ultimate protocol, that old Intellitron will definitely pay extra attention. He's very likely to step in and personally intervene.
That is no longer just a possibility. The Theoros Ligus has recently arrived at the Holy City and already sought an audience with me. As for what he said, it was interesting, to say the least.
Going from an observer to an interventionist is quite the unusual shift. While it shows his plans have been seriously impacted and need urgent revision, it also means the Trailblazer will face even tougher challenges ahead.
Something's off. If he's just a regular administrator, this level of dedication is way over the top. Who could this old Intellitron really be?
Maybe Ligus's true identity and motives will surface as we continue to clash with him. Besides, even when facing higher dimensional opponents, we have reliable allies who can lend us a hand. In version 3.5, both the geniuses Herta and Skrullum will become more deeply involved in Amphorius. With them, our hand in this game grows even stronger. To add another layer of assurance to our journey, Albert here has gathered some intel about Ligus to share with everyone. Let's check it out. During combat, Ligus will switch between two different forms. In his first form, he can generate Titankin for combat while also applying special effects to our allied characters. Characters affected by this special effect will have their ultimates activated, but using an ultimate during this effect will cost massive HP.
When the total number of allies and enemies that appear on the field reaches a certain amount, Ligus will enter his second form. In this second form, black tide creatures will continuously spawn, and Ligus will modify these monsters' parameters to greatly increase their threat level. During this phase, he will continuously enhance his ultimate as time passes. When using the ultimate, Ligus will deal massive distributed damage to all allies.
Oh? Is there any key information to help solve this puzzle?
Of course! If you can make a certain number of allies and enemies leave the field during his second form, it'll accelerate Ligus' switch back to his first form, reducing the threat of his ultimate.
Donc ouais, c'est de tuer les
we need to quickly eliminate black tide creatures to reduce the threat and improve our chances of victory.
Though It's still unclear why we must directly confront the Theoros. Knowing your enemy is half the battle. Dux Avis Snoopius, your intel work is impressive.
Oh, thank you for your praise, Your Imperial Majesty. All right, let's take a short break for now, and when we come back, I've got more intel about our two Chryséens seniors.
Ah, présentation des personnages. Donc le deuxième code. Donc on a Hysilens.
Dux Plumpus, if this is your idea of entertainment, it's pretty underwhelming.
Le quoi, elle est physique et voix de...
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for your quick thinking.
Finally back to normal. Hey, director! This studio needs fixing. What kind of waterproofing is this? Sorry for the embarrassing display, folks. Please bear with us.
All right, go find Dux Goldweaver and have her allocate some repair funds.
Thank you for your gracious gift, Your Imperial Majesty.
Come to think of it, this Hysilens looks quite different from regular humans. She's got scales, and her belly seems to be... transparent?
That's right. Hysilens is the most powerful and beautiful sea siren princess born to Fagusa, the ocean titan. She grew up in the embrace of the ocean.
I see, but why did this beautiful sea siren come ashore? And how did she end up becoming the Knight Commander of the Holy City?
Although the black tide hasn't spread in this cycle, it still surges in the darkest bowels of the world. In other words, the ocean. Fagusa promised the sea sirens that after repelling the black tide, they would throw them an endless feast on land. But in the end, Fagusa fell into silence, and the sea sirens were decimated in the war, leaving Hysilens as the sole survivor. When I first met her, Hysilens was in a complete daze. Her power could scatter armies, yet she no longer knew whom her blade served.
A tragic past. Sounds like prime protagonist material for a novel. Then what happened?
Since that is the case, I will point the way. If she yearns for revelry, I will see it done. All I ask is for her unwavering loyalty to stand as my sword and banner, and mine alone.
I see. So Lady Cérydra became Lady Hysilens' light.
But can she adapt to life on land as a sea siren?
She did struggle a bit at first, but now she's got the hang of it. She also gained the friendship of my other loyal subjects, such as the previously mentioned Dux Goldweaver, Aglaya.
But rumor has it that Hysilens has never been seen together with little Cypher. I say she deliberately avoids any occasions where Dolus's little kitty is present.
It's only natural for a fish to avoid a cat.
Now then, let's see how Miss Hysilens performs in combat.
Ouais.
As my sword and banner, she fears no combat. When she uses her basic attack, skill, or ultimate in combat, there's a chance to inflict random types of DOT debuffs on enemies.
It seems Lady Hysilens is a perfect match for characters who specialize in DOT effects.
That's right. When using her skill, Hysilens increases damage taken by all enemies and deals damage. When using her ultimate, Hysilens creates a zone on the field and deals damage to all enemies.
Sunlight pours into the shimmering sea, where graceful fish dance in the water. Such is the breathtaking beauty befitting of a sea siren princess.
That's my most beautiful sword. But for enemies, such beauty means deadly danger. Enemies in the zone will have reduced defense and take additional physical DOT from Hysilens whenever they take DOT damage.
Affecté par des dégâts sur la durée, d'accord. Ouais, donc on a une sorte de sub DPS, notamment sur des dots.
Plus, this zone is perfect for the buff Kafka. After all, Kafka's frequency of dealing DOT damage is super frequent now.
After using the technique, Hysilens summons a special dimension that automatically moves forward. Enemies within this dimension will not initiate attacks. When Hysilens actively attacks affected enemies to enter combat, her talent's effect will trigger multiple times, randomly applying DOT debuffs to the enemies.
I just noticed, is Miss Hysilens actually attacking with a violin bow?
Let the enemies slumber within the symphony, for the waves stirred by the Dux Gladiorum's melody are as graceful as they are deadly.
Thank you for the introduction. And now, let us get to know her better, the great ruler who reigned over an age, Cérydra.
Maintenant sur Cérydra, qui a quand même un flow. Qui balance des pièces d'échec, ça c'est le but. Ok, c'était l'ult. Et elle est de type vent. Et la voix, je sais pas c'est laquelle.
Though I am absolutely a monarch, I need no songs of praise. Sweet words are but the daggers of cowards. If you're so eager to play the jester, why not just shut your beak and be the Imperator's pawn instead?
It is quite intimidating.
This is cruel.
The Imperator never fears chess since childhood. On the board, only one rule matters. Win. I will stop at nothing and pay any price to achieve my goals.
Oh, what exactly do you mean by any price?
It means I won't hesitate, even if victory costs me my king piece. The only thing I want is that sweet checkmate at the end game.
Ah mais si tu sacrifies le roi,
I remember that Aglaia was being trained as the Imperator's successor.
T'as perdu, genre.
That kind of pressure must be immense.
Tu te prends l'échec et mat, en fait.
Such pressure is nothing for the Imperator's successor. That girl's tenacity is second to none.
Looks like convincing the Imperator to cooperate will be quite a challenge for the Trailblazer. Could Mr. Albert share some more information to help improve the Trailblazer's chances?
Albert do have some juicy stories about the monarch. For instance, although she was known as the first and last monarch of Akama, she actually came from a city-state that worshipped Lantern.
Born in a foreign land, yet ruling over Akama.
Let me see what records we have here. During the first siege of Akama, the city was breached and faced a devastating crisis. At that time, it was Cérydra who led her army to ensure Akama's safety, sparing the citizens from the ravages of war. Since then, she's been revered as its sovereign ruler, governing over the holy city.
That's right. Cérydra yearns to build Amphorius into a powerful, unified empire that will last for countless generations. That's why she decided to embark on the flame chase. When dealing with her, the Trailblazer might want to approach the conversation by discussing the future of Amphorius. And how would this monarch handle herself when facing enemies? Would you care to enlighten us, Your Imperial Majesty?
I certainly can. As I mentioned before, I've studied chess since childhood, and the extrapolation of chess positions is my way of waging war. My skill can grant special buffs to one designated ally character. When the buffed character uses their basic attack or skill, they'll help me accumulate charge to level up this special buff. After leveling up, the special buff allows the character to duplicate their skill once when using it against enemies.
Dupliquer, ok,
so the same skill can hit twice.
That's right. Besides normal
oui, donc
skills,
pour Finance,
some
c'est pas
special
mal.
enhanced skills can also be duplicated.
Ou
Take a look!
Acheron.
Finance enhanced skill, which requires accumulating 4 stacks of skirts, can be used twice.
In other words, when paired with Professor Anaxagoras, both his skill and extra skill can trigger again.
Sink into insanity! Straight to the soul!
When I use my ultimate, I'll build up charge and deal damage to all enemies.
Now that's battlefield control. It's true that everything is like a game of chess. All about planning and strategy.
Also, when I use my technique, the character who triggers combat will receive the special buff at the start of the
D'accord,
next
donc en
battle.
sa technique,
Keep this
celui
in
qui
mind
frappe en
when
dehors du
planning
combat
your battle
aura le
strategy.
bonus. Donc
With such a
support, un
far-sighted
personnage
commander
support.
leading our battles, who wouldn't want to serve under Her Majesty the Empress?
Naturally, mediocrity can only be.
After experiencing Cerydra's story in version 3.5, you might discover that there's more than meets the eye behind this cold imperator. Stay tuned!
Un peu comme,
Now let's take a look at the version
un peu comme
3.5. Version 3.5's first half
genre un peu comme avec Furina dans Genshin.
Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character
Ok, donc
Hysilens.
première bannière c'est Hysilens. En vrai ici je me dis j'aimerais bien l'avoir pour avoir enfin on va dire un bon physique d'épée, mais d'un autre côté
In the
je me
first
dis
half, the limited 5-star character Kafka is returning, and at the same time, the limit once again. In version
mais je pense que je vais prendre Cérydra
3.5,
pour
second half
un
warp
bon
event, Trailblazers can
un bon
acquire
support,
the limited
et je la
5-star
trouve plus stylée que
character
Hysilens.
Cérydra, the limited rate.
Et on a qui en
Second
donne bannière
half, the
celle-là.
limited 5-star character incessant. Right, let's take a quick.
Ok.
Light calendar 3950.
Donc là le code, je vous laisserai le mettre en pause.
Cérydra returns triumphant from vanquishing the Black Tide. Victory belongs to every citizen, and even more reassuring than the mighty Dromus is the figure of the Imperator.
Mom, why is the Imperator sitting on a book?
Light calendar 3959. The Imperator shall crown her great new endeavor in her name. A library or city-state? The answer will soon be revealed.
This will be the greatest salad ever.
Let's add some fish, too.
As you command.
D'accord. Des petites histoires sur...
People often say that the Flame Chase Army's undefeated record was thanks to the Imperator's strategies. One afternoon in Light Calendar 3960, we were fortunate enough to witness.
Checkmate.
Why can your chess pieces fly?
Behold my new Dromus Legion. How do you like them, my dear subject?
Welcome back! Now that we're happy, in version 3.5, the
Alors.
Chrysos Maze Grand Restaurant will make its debut. During this
Je n'ai
event,
pas souvenir de cet
Trailblazers
event.
will team up with Chrysos Heirs to run a restaurant in ID's Elysia.
Et ok, donc là on est sur les
Running a
events.
restaurant with the Chrysos heirs? That sounds familiar. Where have I seen that before?
Weren't we supposed
Actually, it's a story that Cyrene told us.
Oh?
Even though it's just a story, it holds infinite possibilities and will create many beautiful memories. Let old Albert tell you all about it. First, this restaurant's customers are quite special. Our purpose in opening this place is to serve delicious food to the little fairies from the Members Maze and bring a new lease of life to this abandoned restaurant. In the restaurant,
Fameux
the
restaurant à
Trailblazer
l'abandon.
needs to take on the role of restaurant manager, run the establishment, and
Ouais,
win
c'est
the
comme les jeux
approval
de
of fairy
restaurant.
customers. Also participate in the regular Members Maze food review, earn stars step by step, and ultimately become a 4-star Mem-Shalom restaurant.
All right. Then what's the style of this restaurant? And what dishes do they serve?
Salutations, dear guests! We specialize in authentic ID's Lycia haute cuisine. Please take a look at our menu, carefully curated by our native-born chef from ID's Lycia, which only uses local organic ingredients. Today's special is our fresh lettuce salad, made with all natural organic greens and paired with our signature dressing for a crisp, refreshing taste and a smooth, lingering finish. Our chef, who prepared and mixed the salad right at your table, offering you the full ceremonial experience.
Salad?
And the Cérydra salad.
Wait a minute. Why is everything salad?
Well, one reason is that
salad.
Mr. Finan, one of our head chefs, specializes in salads. And the other reason is the restaurant is still in its early stages, so we're a bit limited on ingredients and supplies. However, as your management level increases, the Trailblazer can unlock more menu items, expand the shop size, and recruit more members. And to meet the customer's demands, the Trailblazer will need to work with everyone to grow various ingredients besides running the restaurant. Our two agricultural experts in accent Hysilens and the helpful field fairies will join forces
Par contre,
to
ouais, ça
guide the
fait on retrouve un peu
Trailblazer
tout le
through
monde là.
the planning
Donc,
process.
It looks like
est-ce
we
que c'est
won't
parce
have
que
to worry about
on est
ingredients
dans
with
le
an
passé
Axa and Hyacinth around?
ou c'est un
Leave it
événement
to the
qui se passe
professionals. One
avant,
dare say it
avant la
finally
mort de
bears
tout le
the
monde, quoi.
semblance of a contender for 4 Michelin stars.
Of course, having ingredients alone isn't enough. As a restaurant manager, the Trailblazer needs to consider many other aspects. For example, the ingredients you grow should match the restaurant's current recommended dishes to maximize operating profits. Leveling up dishes can enhance quality and increase the average spend per customer. Proper staffing in both the kitchen and dining area is essential to reduce customer wait times and increase table turnover rates. Purchasing specific facilities can also boost the restaurant's reputation and attract more customers. Plus, different ferry customers have different personalities and unique dining preferences. Some ferry customers prefer set meals, while others are competitive eaters doing food reviews who tend to eat a lot more. And some ferry customers try to sneak away without paying.
Oh? Trying to dine and dash?
Oh, les salauds.
Someone's about to face the judgment of the law.
While running the business, you'll often face unexpected situations that need the Trailblazer's decision-making skills. Running a restaurant isn't exactly a walk in the park.
Oh non.
As for what roles the other Chrysosea friends will play in the restaurant, you'll have to discover that for yourself in the game, Trailblazer.
Cérydra, Trini,
After a hearty meal, it's time to get some drinks.
Ah, le retour de ça.
In the event old brews and new friends, the Trailblazer will once again show off their skills as a special guest drinksmith at the Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Master drinksmith of Penacony? This little one sure is a jack of all trades. Are you going to mix drinks for our monster friends again this time?
Nope.
Oh,
This
avec
time, some
Erta.
familiar friends will be dropping by the lounge.
Ses
Each
poupées.
friend carries their own little worries, and the Trailblazer can whip up a magical drink to lift their mood. Delicious and healing all in one.
Oh? Which friends will be making an appearance?
Like Dr. Ratio, who came to Penacony to enlighten the masses? Or Director Topaz, who's exhausted from dealing with Penacony's equity transfer? Or maybe that lovely lady from the Stellar Hunters might pay us a visit.
Oh, I see.
Alors, on préfère
What if the
Kafka.
Trailblazer messes up and can't mix the right drink?
No big deal. And hey, if you stumble upon a secret recipe, you might just see a whole new side of your friends.
Judging by the Trailblazer's nature, they'll probably have an accidental slip-up.
Comment ça?
After serving all the guests, the Trailblazer can invite them back for one more special surprise drink. May this special mixed recipe create unique and unforgettable memories tonight for the Trailblazer and their unexpected guests. That's not all for 3.5, is it, Madam Herda?
That's not all. In version 3.5, I will launch the AI Herda experiment. I digitized portions of my memory and knowledge into data, uploaded them to the space station's encrypted server, and created a digital version of myself. In the Space Station Task Force event,
oui, c'est ce genre d'événement.
Trailblazers
Ça,
need
c'est
to
bien ça.
train the AI Herda by completing different assignments to obtain assignment rewards.
Training an AI Herda? Hello, Chat Herda.
Oh, don't even bother. Chat Herda has rejected your query, citing insufficient complexity.
Hey, wait a sec, I haven't even asked anything yet.
Chat Herda's already trained on your behavioral patterns. It's just making...
All right. old friend.
Ah oui, le cadeau de
And
l'Odyssée.
Garden of Plenty events
Rupture
will also
dimensionnelle,
return.
jardin de
Complete
l'opulence.
the challenge.
Also be available.
Comme des
And you can
sirènes.
obtain the
Ok.
Ascension material Sea Siren's Torn Fin for ice characters upon completing the challenge.
Additionally, in version 3.5, the feature mentioned in the previous official notice that allows individual voiceover switching for collaboration characters will be launched.
Ah oui,
Trailblazers
de
will be able to
Japanese.
switch interaction, combat, and idle voices from the current voiceover to the original licensed audio.
In other words,
Okay.
you can switch Saber and Archer's interaction and combat voice lines to Japanese while keeping all other characters unchanged.
Nice.
C'est cool.
Finally, Honkai Star 20th to August 24th this
Ok,
boot
la
style.
Gamescom.
Stay tuned to our
En vrai, pas grand
time
chose,
for
hein.
us to bid farewell to this feast. Thanks to all our special guests for being with us.
Pas,
See you all next time. Bye bye.
Farewell.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
See you next
everybody.
time.
ouais, pas grand chose en fait. Il y a juste l'histoire, les events et c'est tout. Il y a 3 events et c'est tout. Il y a rien. Je veux dire, c'est un petit patch. Ça va être juste un patch. Je pense qu'en fait, ça va être surtout la 3.6, la 3.7. Je sais pas s'il y a des .8. Non, je crois pas. Je crois que c'est juste .6, .7. Où ça va être le plus intéressant parce que il y aura Marche qui va être de retour sous une nouvelle forme, Dan Hank qui va avoir une nouvelle forme. Je veux dire, qui vont changer. Avec Sirène qui, je pense, sera jouable dans les derniers patchs. Comme on a pu le voir au début, parce que si on regarde, genre... Genre, lui, je pense que lui, on va l'affronter en dernier pour sauver Amphoreus et le Cosmo. Parce que là, on voit tout le monde qui se bat, donc... Donc là, je pense que Sirène sera... Ça doit être son ulti, un truc comme ça. Et là, c'est surtout l'ennemi. Genre, il a un côté il brille pas, on dirait Fainon un peu. C'est ça qui est un peu bizarre. Ou je pense que c'est lui le véritable ennemi à la fin. Où là, on sent que ça sera le combat final entre nous deux. Donc voilà, avant le trépas des héros, qui je pense, voilà, c'est un peu pour occuper le truc, la flamme divine du titan de la loi. Et je pense qu'on verra aussi pourquoi Hysilens et Cérydra mourront. Et que peut-être nous on joue à ça parce que le fait qu'on affronte Ligus et qui je pense Ligus on tuera pour de bon sur ce coup là donc à voir par rapport à ça donc voilà, c'était la réact du programme spécial. De toute façon elle sort quand, tiens, le 13 août, donc le 13 août les amis, c'est pas la semaine pro, c'est la semaine d'après, donc intéressant. Donc voilà, le 13 août, nous on le fera en live, donc vous avez le lien dans la description, le lien de ma chaîne Twitch, n'hésitez pas à follow, parce qu'en plus il y aura les drops, etc. Et après, n'hésitez pas aussi de suivre le Discord, parce que sur le Discord, on parle beaucoup des jeux Yoverse, il y a beaucoup dans la commune, il y a beaucoup de fans, donc il y a des infos, des fois qu'on balance, qu'on pop, donc faut pas hésiter. Donc voilà, donc c'était le programme spécial de la 3.5 dans Honkai Star Rail. Donc voilà, comme d'habitude, n'hésitez pas à lâcher un pouce bleu et à follow la chaîne si c'est pas fait pour voilà, me soutenir, pour l'algo bien évidemment, et voilà, si vous voulez suivre le contenu et ne rien rater, voilà, je vous invite de le faire et d'activer la cloche bien évidemment pour voir quand je sors des vidéos tout simplement. Allez, sur ce, je vous souhaite une bonne journée ou une bonne soirée et on se dit à la prochaine sur YouTube ou en live Twitch. Vous êtes bien évidemment les bienvenus. Allez, sur ce, ciao ciao et merci encore.